Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Good Morning Education Show. My name is Rotimi Eitayo, and I'm excited to be here today. It's going to be a great day, actually. We are streaming from Ogun State, Nigeria, West Africa to the entire world. I'm not in the regular studio today, so I'm sure you'll bear with me if you see my body moving, to the rhythm of the world. And such a great opportunity to be here with you today on the Good Morning Education Show. And please, as you join us, do let us know where you're joining us from, connecting from. Tell us your name, tell us your location, tell us what you think about the show, share your views, join the conversation. And please, by all means, if you have questions, please do ask your questions as well. It's going to be a great time today, and I believe that you're going to have a great time with us. Thank you once again for joining. I would like to say, okay, Chinonso is here already. She's saying, hello, Chinonso, good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining bright and early. You're always consistent with us, and we appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for joining. And on the show, we usually give people opportunity to ask questions. We also welcome first timers. So as you join the show today, if today is your first time, please do not hesitate to let us know. Tell us that today is your first time, and we will be excited, to recognize you as you join in. The conversation for today is quite interesting. It's a build-up and a follow-up of yesterday, and we will be speaking on what I would call question your year's intention. A lot of times people approach life and approach their businesses, their pursuits, and they approach the year from different perspectives. And so what we'll try to do today is to get people to understand that your intentions matter. In fact, your intentions are deep-seated within your emotions. Most of the time, they drive your actions and govern your behavior. But before we go further in that, let me just welcome Ugochi. Good morning, Ugochi. Safety Chick. Good morning. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How are you doing? How is
Ugochi.
everything? Yes. Can you hear me?
Where are you
O-
off to?
Okay. Okay. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I have a recording. Yes. So I'm on my way there.
Can you hear me now?
I think there's a delay in with my voice getting to you, so I would leave and then I would come back.
No, I think it's better. It was both on both sides, but it's better now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right.
So how are you? Where are you off to?
Okay, I'm heading to a studio. I have a recording today, so yes, I'm on my way there.
See, it looks like you're dressed like Michael Jackson.
It's just mask. Oh. I was out last week and someone said, "Go to, you're still wearing mask."
Of course, you're the safety chick. You should wear a mask.
Exactly, so I said the work I do, I have to keep leading by example. I can't, I can't, tell people what to do and then not do it.
That's good. And to think that that one would say that behind the scenes. I almost shot myself in the face.
Yeah, after this, we'll talk at the back. Mhm.
I was just introducing the show when you joined us, and
Okay.
the topic of today is more or less like a build-up of yesterday's topic,
Okay.
right? And I was saying that a lot of people need to realize that there's a need, or there's the need to question their year's intention. Sometimes dreams, ambitions, and plans are quite good, but at times it will require a measure or a level of intentionality. And so I would like us to start from that angle, that what role has your intention got to play when you approach a year or a new year? What's the role or intention?
Oh, I think intention is very important because if your intention is if it's not clear, by the time you step into the year and things begin to happen anyhow, you are going to be tossed all over the place. But when your intention is clear, it helps you to know what exactly would work in your favor and the things that would not, and so you don't even bother, right? So it's really important to have your intention clear because it helps you to align your plans basically so that you are not all over the place. Yes.
Yeah, I like that because most times I've discovered that there are people who are very, resourceful, futuristic, proactive, and all the likes. But
Mm.
I've come to realize that sometimes there's this challenge that you get to see. Sometimes you don't see it immediately, but along the line, you begin to realize that some people are driven by wrong intentions, and it used to hurt them midway to their execution, or at the end of the day, they just realize that it was all for nothing. Take for example, people who decided to do stuff in the year 2020 without knowing that there will be a pandemic, and their goal was to make sure that they outdo another person. Now, the intention of
Mm-hmm.
outdoing in a negative way, there's nothing wrong in trying to aspire or strive for great results. There's nothing wrong in trying to beat records that have been set by other people. But when the intention is negative or bad, when the intention is toxic or wrong, it tends to come in with some level of. What do you think about that?
I think so. I think that when you don't have the right intentions or your intention is a pepper them kind of intention, it's it doesn't really it's not connected to your core. And when it's not connected to your core, you're not going to do that thing from a place of honor, from a place of of doing well. Really, you'll be doing it just because you're trying to prepare people. It's so important that whenever we're making plans, we think of the actual reason. We think of how it's going to be beneficial to our audience, the stakeholders involved, and not on petty things. Because when you are doing things at the level of being petty, at the level of competing, in quotes competing, you would end up should I say shooting yourself in the foot. And that's the wrong way to do things. Never do things from the place of competing, trying to put another person down. Do things from the place of trying to give a really good show, trying to produce really great outcomes for everyone who's going to come in contact with that stuff. When you do things from a place of that noble intention, it's easier to sleep well at night. I value my peace of mind. I like to go to sleep and know that I did not do anything that is against my values. You see what I mean? Yeah. So I think that it's better that way for everyone.
Thank you so much. Because I think what we also need to do just to begin to highlight little by little some of the aspects that people need to see that really affects them. Number one, there's a risk of fulfillment when you do things with the wrong intention. most times a lot of people tend to risk fulfillment, having fulfillment, because the number one reward for doing anything is the kind of fulfillment you get, right? There's no point doing something you won't feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And most of the time, when things are done, when you approach a year with the wrong intention, you are likely going to risk fulfillment. You understand? Number
Yes, that's
two,
true.
number two thing that people must realize is that apart from the risk of fulfillment, there's also a challenge in sustainability and continuity. Because most of the time, the intention blurs you from the blueprint of how to replicate what you've done. Remember, for you to do something again, you need two things. You need the pattern you used to do it in the first place, and then you need the mode. Now, think about it. If you did something without the right intention, you probably would have lost originality. And that sometimes affects you when you are meant to try it again, even when it was successful. That's why people call things like that defective results or defective success. So I don't know. As we head into a new year, what would be your counsel to people out there as regards mirroring the right intention? How do we begin to question our intention for the year?
Okay, so I would say that ask yourself, these things I want to do in the year 2021, why do I want to do them? Right? When you answer the first why, ask again why. By the time you do up to 5 whys, you are getting somewhere, because you will suddenly realize that the first reason you gave is not really what is really at the core of your heart, of why you even started or why you want that thing. And that's a really great way to dive into why we want to do things. And as it explains it to us, then it's in our best interest to make better decisions from that. I think that even if you are not bold enough to speak the truth about what you do to other people, you must be able to be willing to say the truth to yourself when you have those conversations with yourself. Why do I really want to do this? Oh, I want to look good. Okay, why do I want to look good? It's going to boost my self esteem. Why do I need to boost my self esteem? Because it's going to make me to be more confident when I have to speak with clients. And by the time you keep asking the why question, it takes you really deep and helps you really I just gave that as an example. It's not as if that's a 2021 plan. But I'm sure that we all get what I mean by that. The more you ask, you would get deeper, and it will have to clarify your intention. And when you see that your intention is not in the right place, then you have a chance to do something about it. And if you see that it's in the right place, then good job. Just continue.
Okay, just to know, Titi's in the building. Titi, good morning.
Welcome, Mrs. Adelsi. Good morning.
Good morning. You did not inform me that it was a Inca movement.
I
Sorry
didn't
about
know too that I went to jam Miss. I went to me in the car.
Well, duty calls, so that's why. So
oh,
I'm somewhere outside Lagos at the moment.
oh really?
Yeah, I'm heading to for and yeah. I wanted to mention yesterday, which I have a little don't let me scare you. Don't let me scare you. Well, I had to do something yesterday
Rotimi,
that
your
really caused
background
me a
noise is
lot of
a lot.
pain
Oh.
yesterday.
Okay,
Rotimi,
I
the
didn't get all of
background
that.
noise,
Hello?
your background noise is plenty.
I don't have background noise. Hello?
Okay. Okay,
Hello,
just
can you hear me? Okay, I think it's coming from me.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Okay. So we'll just have to manage that way. But like I said, it's been an interesting time. On Saturday, I did mention to you I had a car crash on Saturday. And
Really?
then
Oh my
yeah,
God.
just here at Titi, a trailer drove into my car.
Ah!
Jesus.
Yeah, and then yesterday I had to do a little, what I call that surgery.
Hey
Yesterday
God.
I had to do a little surgery. But then it wasn't bad. That was just for my mouth. So as at yesterday evening, my mouth was swollen, blah blah blah, and I had a Zoom session for 6 p.m. So I'm still trying to manage how to call because yeah, I'm talking between
Oh
now
my
and
God.
Friday. I have to make sure that I don't hurt my tongue as I'm speaking, so I'm picking my words selectively. It's been an interesting period.
Wow.
It's not a,
Wow. So sorry. I'm glad that you're fine. I mean, the fact that you're here talking with us, you're fine. But please don't check. Hope nothing else. Internally and all that.
I'm, I'm,
Wow.
I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good, man.
Trailer.
Oh my goodness.
So it is one of those few things we are grateful for.
Yeah, we're grateful for life. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Okay, so we're talking about question your year's intention, and I, I would like to hear your thoughts about that. We would like to, get people to know that it's very important for us to know or put some inquiry to what we want for the year, what we want from the year, you know. So, what are your thoughts about that?
Is this the year past or the years to come? Question your year's intention.
I
Which
think let's
year?
start in the year to come.
Um, there are two quotes that you know I feel should guide people, and one of them I think was Zig Ziglar that said this, that try and help as many people, and as many people as you help, you'll find sort of kind of like you find your part. I'm kind of paraphrasing it, and I think that that should be people's intention. Uh, be driven by value, not by money. Be driven by value, not by money. I know that we all need money for sustenance, so to speak. But what I've come to realize in life is be driven by value, be driven by helping people. And when you look at the people that really then end up having money, is because they've helped people. So whether you look at it, when people manufacture food, they're helping people. When people are, training or coaching or mentoring, in exchange for money, is that they're helping people. So when you look at your year and your plans for the year, the first thing you should ask yourself is, one, who am I helping? Two, what value am I giving? Don't look at it. How do I make money? How do I make money? No. Let let your the two questions should be, who am I helping? How many people can I help? And what value, what help, to break it down, what help will I give? That should drive your year's intention. Don't start with the money. Start with that. Because really, I would say money chases value. Where there's you
Hmm.
know where there's value, really money is there. And it's the same thing, when we're listening to Safety Chick earlier in the week. She's When her friends were saying, oh, these are things that you can do, it's value first. I've found out that that's why people, you see someone and the person will tell you, oh, I'm a serial entrepreneur. The reason why it's easy to be a serial entrepreneur is that when you start to chase value, you start seeing more and more opportunities to give value in other things. And then you say, oh, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Then you become a serial entrepreneur. It's because you're chasing value. As you start the journey of value, that's one of the things I really realized. As you start that journey of giving value, you start seeing more and more opportunities to give that value. That then allows you to, create more channels for wealth. So as you look at your intention, whether you're an educator, whether you're a school owner, just keep on saying, what are the additional, ways in which I can give value to the parents, I can give value to the even to the teachers, I can give value to the students. As you look at that, I think you will find the answer that you need for your year's intention.
Awesome. I love the way you were able to even break it down into almost like actionable steps that says number one, value first. Just in case somebody is looking at, oh, how do I top up the list? How do I create the list? The first thing that you need to realize is that value must come first. Number two, you said that money chases value, but I think these things have to be, you know, hammered down into our minds and consciousness all the time, because a lot of times there's the chase, but the chase is the chase of money, you know. But from what you said, there's nothing wrong in having a chase, but I think what we should be doing is to having a value chase. A value chase would now deliver the money as opposed to a money chase, which sometimes is at the expense of value. Very profound, very profound. Um, Thank you so much for that. Safety Chick, you wanted to say something on that?
No, she captured it perfectly.
Then there's a little thing I'd like us to address. You know, sometimes some people have this belief that we say some of these things because we feel uh, um, maybe it's an elitist move, or we already have sorted ourselves out. So that's why we are not bothered, and that's why we feel cool about these things. What's your thought about that?
I don't think that's true, because no matter how well anybody thinks they are well off, they would always still have plans, for more things, for things they want to do. But even we that we are here, we don't have it all together yet. We might look like we have it all together, but there's always something that we're trying to do. We're trying to do better. We're trying to make more impact. We're trying to reach more people. And so, because there is always still something else we want to do, we have to keep being on that road to, doing better. So, I don't think anybody should feel that, oh, some people have it better. There is this thing people normally say, for example, oh, an opportunity comes and you're like, is it my type of people that they are looking for there? Why can it not be your type of people? And that is really that's sort of related to what you just mentioned now. Some people think, oh, some people have it better than I do. No, don't think some people have it better than you, because the truth is everybody is working with what they have. So you now need to ask yourself, what do you have? What can you start with? And that is why yesterday when I was speaking, I said, be very willing to think big on paper or on your tabs, as it were, in case you are the one that likes to do all your planning on the device. Think very big, then start with the little that you can achieve first. When you keep waiting for all conditions to be perfect, it doesn't always work that way. So it's really important that people stop of compartmentalizing themselves and thinking, oh, it's not my type they're looking for. Oh, some people are better. Oh, some people have it better. Oh, it's because they have that connection. You too, where can you find your own connection? Look for it. It could be in your place of worship. It could be where you work. You just have to look around you first before you start thinking people are better off than you are. No. Look within, look around you. When you look within, you are looking within to find out what is it that you even really need to make this thing happen for you. Then look around. How can you now find things around you that can help you achieve this thing? Some of us, the friends we have as just gossip partners, we can repurpose those friendships to vision partners. Yes, it's true. You be saying you don't have connection, but the connection that you have, you guys the only thing people do is to just gist. How about you guys become accountability partner to one another? Or there's a network that your friend has that person can bring to the table. And you too, what do you bring to the table? So many times it's about looking with what around what you have, and then seeing how you can make it better and see how you can leverage it for better outcomes.
Rotimi, I want to even give 3 examples, right? Of just to break it down to anyone that is out there listening. When I was in secondary school, I had this girl. I was in boarding school. There was this girl that I think she lived in Cotonou, so she used to come to school with all sorts of lovely things that most of us didn't have. So you know how secondary school is, your throat is long for that, those kind of things. So I remember then, way back then, I noticed that she struggled with some subjects. So do you know what? I went to meet her and told her I can help her with those subjects, and in exchange for her giving me this her sweet. That's the value I gave her first, and then I got the sweet. I'm just breaking it down to how you can see value around us. A friend of mine told me about her son. She said he came back from boarding school and he came back with money. And she asked him, "Where did you get this money from?" You know what he told her? He says that where the water is from their dorm was a bit far, so most people didn't like to go there. So you know what he used to do? He would go, use all his money, buy water. Then when people say they want water in the dorm, he will say he has. And so let's say the water was 50 naira, for instance. He then sold it to them for 70 naira, and people bought. So what was he giving? He was giving the value of not wanting to walk down there, in exchange for money.
That's so good.
I'll give you a third example. You see, I'm just trying to break this thing down. I remember
I had a cousin that sold his provision in boarding school.
so
When the same, he sold his provision, he would come to school with a lot of provision. He would sell it and make money.
So I'm giving I've given this example on the show before. I'll give it again, whereby I had, my sister came and had given me some computers, and then a lot of my friends then were saying, "Oh, they wanted to learn how to use the computer. They wanted to learn how to use the computer." I didn't particularly know how to, but you know what? I sold the idea to them, my friends. We'll jack all night to know how to use the computer, and in the morning then teach the people, and I gave it to them for a value. The reason why I'm giving these examples, I'm making it so simplistic so everybody can realize that whatever you are, you have value on the inside of you. Don't let people define your value by the salary they pay you. So you're working in a job and they're paying you 30K, they're paying you 40K, they're paying you 50K. That's fine. But ask yourself, where I am, what people need around me, what's the additional value that I can give to them? It can be that people around you, they like to make hair, they're always looking for attachment, but you can go to the market with that your extra money from your salary, buy all these things. So when people want to buy before they go somewhere, you give, yes, the value they're giving them is that stress of not going to the market. So my belief is that look around you. Thank you, Innocent. Look within you, look around you, look within you and say, what are the things that I have? What are the things that I can give? Some people is that they like going to the market. People like me, I hate going to the market. I actually pay people to go to the market for me because I honestly, I don't feel that's good use of my time, especially the stress.
Titi, let me go to the market for you.
I already have someone doing that, so don't worry. Rotimi, sometimes I'm so busy that I don't really like to cook as well. Once in a while, I'll call the person and say, "Oh boy, please one bowl of stew, one bowl of eforiro, one bowl of okra, one bowl of fada. Please bring it to my house. What's my whatever." So I'm just saying that some of us need to look at within ourselves and look at people around us. Listen, put your ears on the ground. So as you enter this year, I'm saying to yourself, don't let the price that your school is paying you be the value you put to yourself. Instead, put your ears on the ground to see what are people saying that they need. What are people always talking about? Have a notebook and say, looking within, what value can I give them? Let that be your intention for the year. Okay.
Fantastic. At this point in time, it's of course important for people to realize that we're stressing this because I think the more we drum this readiness for the year, I have this sense and this belief that we will be a bit more deliberate and we'll have better outcomes, in the year as it comes. So, Gochi, please give some more tips as to how we can prepare ourselves for the year.
Okay. So first off, you need to ask yourself, what do you want to achieve in 2021? What is the next in terms of your trajectory? What are you looking at doing? Where are you looking at going? Now, there's something I like to teach my mentees and clients, and that is when you're planning for the year, don't just plan for your business and that's all. No, you're a 360 individual. There are many things that make up you as a person. So don't just plan for only one part and then you leave the others, because the truth is those other parts have a way of affecting the business and maybe the personal development plans that you have. So you should have plans that cut across the entire spectrum of your life, the things that are important to you. So what plans do you have for your health and wellness? Because you see, somebody that is alive and fit that can work, right? What plans do you have for your spirituality? If you're a spiritual person, what plans do you have for your career? What plans do you have for your personal development? What plans do you have for your business in case maybe you're not into career, you're into business? What plans do you have for that? What plans do you have for your finances, right? Then which other one again? Those are just like major buckets to give you an idea. But it's really important that when you're making plans for the year, you are planning across board. Because if you plan for only business, then you don't plan for how you're going to manage the home front. It will end up affecting the business. If you plan for only the home front and you don't make any plan for your business, you will not have the resources to take care of the family. If, for example, you don't plan on for your finances, you end up just discovering that maybe money keeps coming in, but you don't know how it goes out of the family. So it's really important that when you're planning for 2021, plan across the different buckets. And like I mentioned some days ago, don't just plan and give it just one big goal. Oh, I want to make 10 million naira by the end of 2021. That is not enough. You must break it down into steps, actionable steps that can take you closer. So you want to make sure that your finances are better. So you could say I increase my streams of income. I make sure that I save a certain percentage at so and so period, and maybe I automate it with maybe certain apps that can make saving easier for me. I allocate a certain percentage of my money to investment. Just break it down. What you are doing is, when you break it down like that and you make it sound in present, you are telling your subconscious what you're supposed to be doing. And so even when you are not really conscious, your subconscious knows that there is something on board. It's just like, for me, I'm not good at drinking water. And one of the things I put under my health and wellness for 2020 was I drink more water every day. So guess what I did? I followed it up by ensuring that every time at my workstation or by my bedside, there's always a bottle of water. And so every time I see it, I take a sip. So I've drunk more water in 2020 than I've drank in my entire life, and I'm not kidding. That's because I was deliberate about it. I haven't talked about facials. I'll do my like that is the good beautiful thing about planning, because you are a multi-dimensional being, and so it's not just good for you to plan on only one side and leave the others. Plan across board. So I think I'll just stop there.
You said you've drank more water than you've done in your
I'm
entire life.
telling
Wow.
you, I'm serious. I'm that bad at drinking water, honestly.
Well, I think this is something that, of course, we might not be able to say so much on today's episode. It's a short one, really. But it's been powerful. Listening to you, listening to TT. Getting the feedback from Innocent and people across the different platforms. But what we really want people to know is we are saying this because we decided to get our educators to believe there's more out there. And so instead of waiting for just a 1 day or a 1 week buzz about resolution or about goal setting, we're drumming it into our consciousness that it's time for us to make it an intentional year. And one of the things that we gain in questioning our intentions for the year is that we know our why, like Safety Chick said, and then we see the value in the year. And then we begin to take the right kind of steps and direction. All our former limiting beliefs and sometimes our wrong behavioral patterns. Sometimes a lot of people just don't want to reach out because they just don't feel that they want to be helped, or they don't want to look like they want to be helped. I think that these are the things that really should make you, if you know you want a great year, if your intention is to end and start and end the year well, I think you need to move right with the right steps to do the things that need to be done. So, Gochi, I know you're almost where you're going to. I also have to get going. And then, of course, Titi has to get going as well. So let's have our final words for today. This is one of the shortest Good Morning Education episode. So, Gochi, I'll start with you, and then I'll go to Titi.
Okay, so I'll just reiterate that for your intention for 2021, ask deeper questions to yourself. Ask why more than once. Ask up to 5 times. Why do you want to do this? Why do you just the more you dig deep, it's going to help you identify why you really want to do it. And if you discover that your intentions are not pure, they are not noble, then you have time to change it. Come up with better intentions. And then, of course, if you find out that it's really great, it's in the right direction, then by all means go for it. So please be intentional about your planning for 2021.
Fantastic.
Okay, I think for me is to say the first thing I would say is up your value. Up your value, acquire skills, acquire new skills, because you can have one value now. It's defined by the skills that you have, but don't be limited by that. You can increase your value. You can go and learn new things to increase your value. So that's the first thing I would say. That one, after you've asked yourself your 5 whys, ask yourself what value or what skills do I have. Have a plan to increase your skills, which in turn is increasing your value. And then look for how you can give this value. It's not like a safety chick. Don't do doing pity party, complaining club, gossiping club with a group of people. Instead, look for places where you can offer your value, where you can, in turn, increase the value you get. So beyond your school, complain that your school is paying you this small amount. Ask yourself, what additional value can I give? If you don't have any now, it's fine. You can increase it. That's why I said the first thing you should start is, how do I increase it? So go and take one class to learn online, how to use Canvas, to learn how to use social media, to learn increase your value, and then look for how you can give this value to people near you, so
Thank
that
you
in
so
the
much.
end the year would return more value to you. Thank you.
I love that. You really made us to realize that in the end is the end that matters. And if you do all that you've heard today and much more, in the end, the year will return value. So it really means that the year can return value. The year must return value. And I'm holding that strongly in such a way. I believe that it resonates with me and it should resonate with you. Thank you so much. It's been a great day. We wish you all the best in all that you do today. Gochi, stay safe. Happy recording. Great day ahead. And wish me luck. All right.
And safe
All the best,
and safe
All
journey
right.
sir.
back.
So, you said?
Yes.
And safe journey back.
All right. Thank you so much. Remember, it's always a great morning on the Good
On the
Morning.
Good Morning Education Show.
Have yourself a great day. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.